look at you. Your hips are moving. I've always
Right.
been told you can move your hips, you can dance, right? Like you can move your hips. Okay. I saw
Yeah.
Will Smith, right? Will Smith looked like one of those things that's outside of a car dealership that's just kind of waving its arms, right?
Yeah. Willie, he doesn't have the loosest hips on the team for sure. But
Yeah.
it's funny because it's that's what it is for, like everybody showing their own personalities, and it's not about like being the best dancer. It's just like be willing to do it.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to episode number 208 of the Chris Rose Rotation, a production of John Boy Media, and we welcome back Dodgers shortstop, guy I like to affectionately call Two Chains. What's up, Miggy Ro? How you doing?
Everything is good, Rosey. How are you, man? It's been a little while.
But... Yeah, you've added a little jewelry since we last saw you. What have we got working?
I did. I don't know. I've been rocking these Two Chains for a little while. I like the style that it brings to me. I feel like this one is kind of a shocker, and then this other one is just diamonds hanging out. Like I need to bring it. I like fashion. I like. I like bringing new stuff, and personality kind of, goes with it. So I'm in LA, I have to bring it.
I know you do. I've lived out here for 24 years, and I still haven't figured out how to bring it. Maybe I just got to go shopping with you and just say, fuck it. I don't care what it costs. I'm just going to roll with it one day, right?
I like it. I think you deserve it too. Like one day we should go at least for like shoe shopping.
Yeah.
I'll get you a pair of really nice kicks. And then that way you can actually say, okay, you know what? I'll be loose today, and I'll get something for myself. It's always nice to do.
Yeah, actually, Michelle and I were doing a little shoe shopping online last night. Mm-hmm. We might get like matching pair of either Jordans or what's the other ones that look like Jordans?
So the Air Force Ones are the kind of low Nikes.
Yeah.
And then what are the ones that you guys talking about?
I don't know. She was looking at something else, and
the dunks.
Yeah, the dunks.
The dunks low. Yeah. That's a good pair that you guys can match up with. I feel like there's a lot of colors, a lot of styles. Like, I mean, what depends on what you guys are looking for,
mm-hmm.
But definitely the dunks have a lot of colorways and different styles. They're always putting stuff out.
So maybe what we should do is we'll take you to an early lunch before game. We'll go shoe shopping. You could be the guy that picks out, because we celebrate an anniversary next week. So maybe that'll be like
I like that. Congratulations. Yeah. I feel like that's a great plan for me, because I like coffee. I like early lunch, because I don't like breakfast early in the morning. Okay. I like to do like a brunch kind of thing in like the middle of the morning. And then we can do that. Then we go to a store, figure out some shoes, and that's a great way to start my day there.
Okay. Sold. I'm in.
Let's do that. I'm in for it.
So we are taping this the day after game one of a 4-game series between the two best teams in baseball, the Dodgers and the Braves, and it did not disappoint last night. It was incredible. Acuna, first ever 30-60 guy, grand slam early on. Dodgers come all the way back behind their MVP candidate, Mookie Betts, with 2 homers. Dodgers actually got the winning run on base against Rosey Iglesias. For a guy who was there and had a front row seat to it, how electric was it?
Yeah, how about having the 4 best players in the league this year playing against each other, late in August, right before September call up. I think it's a great thing that is happening right now for baseball, and for us as two teams that are really trying to accomplish kind of the same thing, which is winning the division. I think it's a great series for both of us and prepare us for what's coming next. Like you say, it didn't disappoint. I think for the fans, everybody watching at home, not so many watch the first game of the series. Acuna, I'm so proud of being Venezuelan, and I have to take a second to congratulate Ronald for what he's been doing this year, but not just this year, but what he have to like overcome over the last couple of years after his knee injury. Last year having like a year to see how the knee was gonna be. And then he went and played winter ball for a little bit, put a lot of smile on the people in Venezuela's face. That's what a global kind of athlete does, Like, I'm happy for him, but I'm happy to be Venezuelan at the same time. And it was a great, like, it wasn't good for us Dodgers, because he hit a grand slam against us and put kind of the game 5-1 at the moment. But I'm really proud of what he's been doing this year, and it's amazing. On the other end, seeing Mookie Betts, like, doing his thing day in, day out, plus Freddie Freeman right behind him. For me, the best hitter in baseball. Being able to watch those two guys going back and forward and hitting actually after me, because I'm hitting 9 in the lineup, and then I got Mookie and Freddie behind them. I'm on base a lot of the times that they're hitting, and it's a pleasure to watch these guys go. And like you say, man, great first game of the series. I know we didn't get the win last night, but it was really close, and I'm happy and proud of the way that the guys fought the whole night.
Okay, I want to touch on a few things about Acuna because I really don't know him. I think maybe I've shaken hands with him one time. How well do you know him?
I know him really well, from the same team in Venezuela. We have never played together, but we play in the same division for a long time. We always have our chats. I remember we went together to a concert in Atlanta last year. We had a great time after one of the games there. I gotta say, I know him pretty well because I played with his dad when he was playing in winter ball in Venezuela. So it's been a crazy kind of ride for us.
Hold on. Did you say you played with his dad?
Yeah, his dad and I were teammates in Venezuela. 2006, 2007. I was a young kid coming up the system. I was receiving my first couple opportunities to play in winter ball. His dad was an outfielder, kind of respectable guy in Venezuela. Good player.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep.
More of the Rose rotation coming your way, but first, are you like me? You have no idea how many subscriptions you got, whether it's stuff that's on your phone, all over the place. Like, you've lost track. I got it. And I got the perfect solution for you. Rocket Money. I'm a huge fan of this place. It is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending. It helps you lower your bills, and it's all in one handy-dandy place. Now, with Rocket Money, you can easily cancel the subscriptions you don't want with just the press of a button. There's no more hold times if you want to call and say, oh, my God, I have to block out 90 minutes because I got to wait forever with that annoying music. There's no more email chains back and forth. It's very simple. You go to Rocket Money, let them do all the heavy lifting for you. Now, Rocket Money also lets you monitor all your expenses in one place. It recommends custom budgets for you based on your past spending. They'll even send you notifications when you have reached your spending limits. I can tell you, I'm in my early 50s. I still have trouble with budgets, so I can only imagine what people in their 20s and 30s are having to deal with. So with over 3 million users and counting, Rocket Money customers have saved an average of $720 a year. You tell me, do you want $720 or do you not want $720? I think the decision is pretty simple. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions. Manage your money the easy way. Just go to rocketmoney.com/Rose. Once again, that is rocketmoney.com/Rose. Rocketmoney.com/Rose. I'll see you at the bank because you're going to be saving some serious cash. Floof always laughs at me about bringing this up. But when I see Ronald Acuna, every time I sit there and I go, I cannot believe the Braves are just paying him $17 million for each of the next 5 years. Because remember, he was a kid. He had basically a year's service time when he signed that 8-year extension that can end up being a 10-year if they pick up the 2 team options. And I got into it a little bit with Braves fans on Twitter recently. They're like, well, one guy said, he and Ozzy signed those extensions because they wanted to be contend for championships and they didn't care as much about money. And I was like, slow your roll just a second here, partner. I said, they signed it because they thought they were getting the best deals possible based on where they were from and things of that nature. Can you explain to people what it's like when you come from Venezuela or the Dominican or somewhere outside of this country and you have life-changing money waved in front of your face for the first time?
Yeah, it's really hard to say no to those deals, especially when you're early in your career. You haven't really proved yourself that you can be a sustainable player in the big leagues. You don't know if you're gonna be an MVP candidate one day. You don't know if you're gonna be at 36, 60. Um, and then you're one spring away from being injured, you know, for your whole career. So there's a lot of things that you have to put in perspective. And I know it's gonna sound like, okay, everybody always say you gotta bet on yourself, you gotta trust your talent, you gotta have like an agent that is like he knows baseball and he knows what's the best for you to come in the future. But you never know what's gonna happen in this game, and especially coming from a place that, not that we don't have anything, because we have a great life, and obviously we have to be grateful for what we have, right? But at the end of the day, you're providing for your whole family. You're becoming the member of your family that is going to provide for all of them, not just right now, but you're going to provide for them in the future. When you get an offer of $100 million right in front of you when you're 20 years old, 21 years old, it's really hard to say no to that, because you're becoming like the first and most provider for your whole family. So people have to understand that it's not about baseball. It's about a life-changing money that they're putting in front of you for doing what you just do for fun, and what makes you happy. At that time, it's not about like how many championships I want to win. I gonna be an MVP. It's just like, hey, I'm kind of like making sure that my family and I will be good for the rest of like our life. And then at the end of the day, I'm just playing baseball for fun. I'm 100%, like, it doesn't matter if Acuna is making $5 million right now, $10 million, or the minimum salary. He's gonna play with the same kind of passion, and he's gonna try to bring a championship to his organization. The money is like, it's on the side, but as soon as you get that kind of contract presented to yourself early in your career, it's really hard to say no. And you're not gonna tell anybody that you did it because you wanna take a friendly, a team friendly deal just because you wanna win. Because at that time you don't know if you're gonna win or not.
Mm-hmm.
At that time you're just taking the money because it's the responsibility that you have for your whole family, and coming from a place where you can be sustainable for a lot of years and be a provider.
Well, thank you for explaining that. And I don't think anybody ever begrudged those guys. You can't ever, because you don't walk in somebody else's shoes. So, we look at the Ozzy Albies contract, which I think is 7 years, 35 mil, and we say, gosh, you cost yourself tens of millions of dollars. I do think that now their years, they're not 20 and 21 anymore. They're older guys. Acuna's got 2 kids now. He just got married this week in LA. So he's at a different spot. I think if you were to ask him right now, does he regret it? I don't think he regrets it, but I do think that he's like, yeah, I cost myself some money. He probably thinks that.
How about the next contract? You got to think about, like, 10 years. He's already been playing like for 5 or 6. So he got 4 more years of this deal, 3 more years of this deal, and then after that, he's gonna earn some more money. Same thing with Ozzy Albies. It's really hard. It's really hard to predict that Ozzy Albies gonna be like a 30 home run hitter, Gold Glove second baseman, winning World Series for the Atlanta Braves. It's really hard. Like at the end of the day, you have to put everything in perspective. That this is a game that is really hard to perform every single year, and money. Early contracts and early money provide you some security as well, and provide you some confidence that you're going to go play regardless of what happened. You're going to be playing and you're going to be secured for the rest of your 5 years. You don't have to think about that anymore. And you just don't want to go through all the process of like, okay, I got to perform really well this year because I'm going to arbitration, and then another year of arbitration. I can get hurt. I need to play every day. And that's one of the things that people don't realize sometimes, that those kind of deals, when you sign early, takes a little bit of pressure off your shoulders and make you play better, and help you to play better. I'm not gonna say that's all the motivation that you have to have a deal so you can play good. I don't believe that is true either. But at the end of the day, it gives you more confidence to go out there and say, okay, I'm already secure for a couple years, so now all I have to do is perform.
Interesting perspective. Let's talk a bit about you. Damn, man. In August, somebody lit it up. Not one, not two, 3 homers. That away, my man. That first one, I imagine, felt.
Finally.
Oh, my God. I know that must have felt so good.
Yeah, especially after a rough year for me offensively. Definitely it's been one of the hardest to kind of find my rhythm, find my swing. Man, when you come to an organization that is trying to to win it all, and when you have the opportunity to play almost every night, you wanna provide on both sides of the ball. Like, I've been really happy with the way that I've been playing defense. I mean, keeping everybody loose and happy in the dugout, all the dances, all the celebrations. Great group of guys. And I'm proud, and I'm proud of being part of that. But at the end of the day, my job is to be a complete shortstop. And when the first one came, it was a little bit of relief off my top of my head and my shoulders. And then the month of August was really good for me. I think I was hitting the ball so much better, and kind of give me a little bit of courage to keep going. And like, hopefully we can finish the season strong and prepare for the playoff.
Did I see that they wrote on the ball Miggy's first home run ball like they do with the little leaguers?
They did. It was one of our hitting coaches, Aaron Bates. He got jokes, man. He wrote Miguel Rojas' first home run as a Dodger, even when he wasn't. My first home run as a Dodger happens 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was my first homer as a Dodger in 2023 for sure. It was special.
Today's episode of the Chris Rose Rotation presented to you by these guys over at Shady Rays. I want you to take on the sun with gear that is built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered with premium polarized shades at a very affordable price. And there's a brand new offer. Right now, you get 30% off the custom Jimmy and Jake collab shades with the code JM30. I recently tried on both pair when we were up shooting floorball at the warehouse. I loved them. You get a different feeling. Like with Jake, you got the well-dressed Wednesday sort of feel. With Jimmy, you got kind of the boss man. I can do anything. Just sign up right now and use that code JM30, 30% off. Now, Shady Rays also offers a world-class product that's just as good as any expensive pair out there. Durable frames, extremely clear optics, and that's not all. I love this part, that Shady Rays offers the most insane protection in the history of eyewear. It means if you lose or break a pair, even on day one of ownership, you call them up, you don't give them some sob story, some excuse. They go, we don't care. Like, we get it. You sat on your shades. You lost them in the ocean. We've got your address, Mr. Rose. We're going to send you out a new pair. That's awesome. And exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out one of their best deals of the season. Head on over to shadyrays.com. Use the code word ROSE. You're going to get 50% off 2+ pair of polarized sunglasses. And while you're there at shadyrays.com, you get 30% off the limited edition Jimmy and Jake collab shades with the code JM30. You may not be as cool as my bosses, but you can look as good. You guys have done a fun little dance on the bases.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's some guys who have rhythm, right? You've got good rhythm. You can move. You can dance. There are some guys I see out there, I'm like, dude, right? Like, there's some guys I think that need a little bit of a lesson. No?
Well, okay. If I ask you, can you name a couple? What is your favorite, and what is the one that you think is the worst?
Well, all right. First of all, look at you. Your hips are moving. I've always been told you can move your hips, you can dance, right? Like, you can move your hips. Okay. I saw Will Smith, right? Will Smith looked like one of those things that's outside of a car dealership that's just kind of waving its arms, right?
Yep. Willie is not the It's not. He doesn't have the loosest hips on the team for sure. But it's funny because that's what it is for, you know, like everybody showing their own personalities, and it's not about like being the best dancer. It's just like be willing to do it, you know. And when it first started happening, we ran it through a couple of the guys on the team, and actually, Jason Hayward say, "Oh hell no, I'm not doing it. I'm not dancing at second base." And everybody went like, "What? What do you mean you're not dancing at second base? You're gonna do it, Jay." You know, Jay is a respectable guy in the league. He's like one of the best teammates that you're gonna find in the clubhouse, and it's so much fun when we started talking in a dinner. We're having dinner in Texas. We started talking. So there's Mookie's in. Freddie, of course, have to be in. He was the one like bringing this dance into a gala. Definitely I'm in. Peralta's in. We're in this table. Then sitting in like a couple tables like away from us is like Chris Taylor and Will Smith, two of the guys that you think that they will never do something like this. You know, it's not their personality. They're not gonna be dancing. They're all about business. They go to the ballpark. They're prepared. They play really well. They go home. You know, like they're not about like celebrating homers, pimping, and doing all this stuff. So we asked them from our table to their table, "Hey, are you guys in on the dance? We're gonna do the Freddie dance when we get to second base, starting tomorrow." And they leave a couple glasses of wine. I think they were drinking wine, and they say, "We're in. We're doing it." So Jay continued to say, "Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. How it's gonna be?" And of course, Freddie hit the first double next day. Freddie's there like dancing and putting his hands up. And then Jay have to do it. And when he got to second base, he had his own thing. I think he's the best doing it because I like the way that he kind of does it. It's different, you know. It's not the same Freddie dance. It's like he added a little bit of his own style. And then you got Will Smith there, like just moving his head with his arms. So it's fun. It's fun. And I agree with you. Will needs a little bit of help with the hips, but he'll be all right.
Well, Kiké, we know Kiké can move. He's good.
Pretty good one. Pretty good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiké's one of the best for sure.
Who is?
Kiké is one of the best.
Yeah.
But I think because of experience and repetition, I mean, Freddie have to be on top of that, you know, like 51 doubles already. Mm-hmm. When you do it so many times, you're gonna be good at it. You know, it's really hard to be good at it when you're not doing it every time.
I'm not so sure about that because there were people at our company who were a little confused because when we first saw it with you guys, they were like, "Rose, they stole your wicket dance." We just did an event up in the warehouse, and I don't know if you saw. This is our buddy Darren Sammy, who's big in the cricket.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm more of the Will Smith guy. I really don't.
You
not pretty.
You look a little bit more like Muncy.
Yeah, I'm built like Muncy.
Yeah.
I got to tell you though.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I keep watching your video and trying to. I think you're ready to be a Dodger. You know, you're ready to dance at second base when you hit a double.
My problem would be getting there. I'm just
exactly.
I'm not so sure that I could.
Right.
So you brought up Kiké, and a lot of people forget you guys were traded for one another.
Right.
Was that strange when he came to LA or no?
I think that's one of the first things that Kiké say when we handshakes and shake hands and I give it a hug. He told me, "Man, how crazy the world is, and this game is that we got traded for each other, and now we're playing on the same team." It's pretty unbelievable, man. 10 years after we got traded, and he came to LA. I went to Miami. We did our own thing, and then now here, like we're having a really good relationship. I think that's the most important thing, and what I take away from him being back and being so good to me, and And I think likewise, like I'm trying to be there for him as well. And I think we've been connecting really well. We find out that we have a lot of things in common, man. We like these colors, we like these colors. We like to show our personality, hit a homer with them right away. I had a good game in Arizona with another pair of shoes that he gave me. Both of our wife names are Mariana. We both the day of our birthday is the 24th. I'm in February, he's in August. A lot of things in common, man.
Because that could be a little uncomfortable. I mean, in terms of, I don't know, like you guys were traded for one another.
Yeah, but I don't, not at all. I feel like our careers are being kind of similar to an extending point, where we came to the big leagues as a kind of utility guy, find ourselves a way to like becoming a good player. Always fought to be an everyday guy. We always have that mentality. I feel like it's been kind of the same kind of career. Like coming into the big leagues with an opportunity, but never satisfied with that. We always wanted to be the guy. We always wanted to be the everyday shortstop, the everyday in the position. And not just playing against lefties. And that's what kind of drives me, like, and see his career and my career. Now the Dodgers have these two guys that are like at some point could have been on the same organization. It's pretty special. I'm
cool.
seeing it as a good thing. I'm not seeing it as something that it can be kind of weird,
But I do want to ask you about the trade deadline though, because the Dodgers ended up trading for two guys, Kiké being one and Ahmed Rosario being another. That's three guys on your team who were opening day shortstops.
Mm-hmm.
Did the team keep you updated that, hey, we're going to pull the trigger on Rosario, we're going to pull the trigger on Kiké?
Yeah, on both of them. I'm really happy with the way the organization, Andrew Freeman, Dave Roberts, and the whole organization all around has been communicating to me since the spring training. We had a really tough and good conversation in spring training regarding my playing time and my role on the team. That's why I decided to stay, not go to play for Team Venezuela in the WBC. And that's something that it have pay off, because I'm a 34-year-old playing shortstop in the big league team that is competing and is trying to win a World Series. And I think that's what he's supposed to do at that time. Since that day, I feel like the conversation and the lines of communication have been like really, really good and open. When we got Kiké, they talked to me. They say that my role wasn't going to change. I've been playing like at a 7 days a week. I've been playing 5 or 6, and then one off day here and there. And I think that's chances and possibilities for other guys to chip in and play short. Because at the end of the day, you got to understand that all they're trying to do is like putting the best team together. And that shows, after the deadline, I think our record has been unbelievable, crazy, kind of historical. We went 24-5 in August. We won a lot of games after the deadline in July. And the reason why is because everybody's together and everybody knows that we have 3 players here that are kind of everyday guys, And I gotta say that's Will Smith. That's even and Will Smith is a catcher and he's gonna have to split some time with Barnsey, Freddie Freeman, and Mookie Betts. Other than that, we all role players. If you look around, we all in this team to kind of do our role and do our part to contribute to what we want to do and what they put us here for, which is winning baseball games regardless of the situation. So when those 2 guys came on board, they continue to tell me that I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna be a shortstop, and I'm gonna continue to do whatever I've been doing. And when they say that, it means a lot to me because they keep me on board. They keep me kind of on the track of what's going on, and they've been honest and open with me throughout all this season.
Well, you can ask. I mean, sometimes if you ask your boss a question, you might not like the answer. As long as they're honest,
you want the truth, right?
That's a big deal. But by the way, I know this isn't for you to say. We know the Dodgers are best when you're playing shortstop defensively. It's that simple. You are having another great year at shortstop.
I'm proud, and I take a lot of pride of kind of coming through for what they got me, And we got a conversation in spring training, and I think I got a role to make too, which is kind of like look out for my second baseman as well. Early in the year was Miguel Vargas. I always trying to get him better, and I will always continue to try to make him better. Same thing with Mookie. When I play next to Mookie, I'm always talking to him, and I'm trying to make his job as easy as possible as a second baseman. Same thing. Rosario came on board. He have never played second base or played like really minimal second base on his career, and now he's playing second baseman like he's a pro. And I'm happy that I can help with them to make them better. And that's one of the reasons why I feel like when you get Miguel Rojas as a player, you're not just getting that. You're getting a guy who really cares about, his teammates and care about I want to make Mons better. I want Monsi to make me better. I want Mookie to be better at second base, even when that's really hard to do, because Mookie's good at everything. But I take pride of even helping Freddie or whoever, we always communicated, we always talking. And if you talk to them, you can ask them. I'm always trying to, make them better because that's kind of my responsibility as a player.
Woo-wee! Can you believe we've had 7 months without an NFL game? It has been way too long. Crazy, right? Well, good thing that's over. NFL is here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is giving you a can't-miss offer for Week 1. This week, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 on any NFL game. DraftKings is hooking everyone up with game day greatness. All customers can take advantage of 2 new offers every single game day this September. Check the app to see what you get. Download now and use code ROSE to sign up, and new customers can take home $200 in bonus bets instantly just for betting $5. That's code ROSE only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available from problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. See dkng.co/football. Eligibility, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Now back to the show.
With Mookie, last weekend, you guys were up in Boston. It was his first stop back at Fenway since the trade. I got chills just watching it. What was it like being in the dugout when it was happening?
Yeah, man. One of the most special moments that you're gonna feel how much love he gets from not just from the Red Sox fan, but you gotta see all the Dodgers fan who came to Boston just to watch these moments. Not doing it just the first day, first at bat, but doing it his first at bat every single game while he was there, and then Mookie himself putting a show. Not just for the city, but for his family, the organization, and everything that he's been doing this year. It's a lot of things on his shoulder, but he's continued to find a way to perform through all the things that he have to do. This guy is running his own kind of podcast out there. He's doing bowling in the morning, and some days he's doing golf. He's shooting these videos. Sometimes we say, "Mook, you have to stop, bro. You have to you have to take time for yourself." But this guy is doing it in a grand fashion, and it's fun to watch.
Hell yes, it is. And LeBron even came out and checked you guys out. Did you get a chance to see him?
Well, I saw him from the far. He was up there on the suites, but it was fun to see that moment as well. How how stars respect other stars, and they come and they kind of act like a real fan. It's really fun because I've been on the other side as well. When I go watch a game that I like, especially basketball, when I see these guys, it's like I'm a starstruck, because I really enjoy what they do and I appreciate what they do for the game, and I know how hard it is to do it on that stage. If I watch a baseball game, it would be different for me, because I know I do it and kind of, like I don't, like sometimes I take it for granted, like what other players do. But if I go watch another sport, I'll be LeBron right there, like tipping my cap, bowing and doing all that stuff.
Well, I know that you're a huge, huge basketball guy, but like, who's your favorite athlete right now in the world to watch?
That's a good question because I haven't really think about it that much. But I think Luka.
You like Luka?
Yeah, Luka from the Mavericks.
Luka
I think
Doncic.
he's gonna be Luka Doncic is gonna be my pick right now. I think I just like that he plays every day. He plays hard. He's not that like flashy. He just go and play. Another guy that I really like to watch is Jimmy Butler. Yeah, I'm in for those guys who really like bring it every single day. And I mean, I'm a kind of like like low underdog kind of guys, that they're really, really good players, but they don't get that much attention, even when they're like really good. They're not LeBron kind of status or Kobe or NJ, but I like these guys who are really, really good players, solid players, and they show up every single day. So I gotta say between Luka, Jimmy Butler, those guys.
Okay, those are, in my opinion, future Hall of Famers. Those are still pretty good players. Did you see Messi with his family? I think he was out in Miami, and he went in the grocery store, and he was walking around until somebody figured out. They're like, "Holy shit, that's Messi!" And then they started videoing him, and then he had to leave. I could not believe that he actually made it through a couple of the aisles. It's freaking Messi.
Yeah, but he got his chance, because he just got signed by the Inter of Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of new in Miami. Well, even though he probably live here for a long time, but hey, he got his chance. I think if he trying to do that right now, after what he have done with the team for a month, how long he's been playing for the team?
Yeah, a month.
He scored 5 or 6 goals already. He's all over the internet, like worldwide. He can't do it anymore. But he got his chance, That was probably his only chance that he got to go to Publix in Miami and get some groceries. I'm happy for him. Because I can do it every single day if I want to. Like I'll be walking around Publix, eating my sandwich there while I'm shopping. It's the best. I'm happy that you have to that you got to done it to get it done, Messi.
Yeah, you might have to do Uber Eats from here on out, bro. That could be it.
Yeah, that could be it.
Speaking of Miami, you finally get to head home coming up here in the near future. I know you're very excited about that because you get to see your family, which you had to go back because your son's now in school. Have you given yourself a chance to think about what it's going to be like to? I mean, listen, it's not going to be 30,000 fans like it was for Mookie at Fenway, but you are still a beloved figure down there. What do you expect it to be like?
My expectations, I'm trying to lower it because I know I'm going to be emotional, and I don't want to be like too hype about it because I don't want to feel that I'm disappointing or anything like that. But I know a lot of fans in Miami and a lot of people in Miami still remind me with a lot of love, and I think and I want them to come to the series, support their team, and watch me play again in Miami, and that's gonna be it's gonna be exciting for me. It's gonna be emotional. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm trying to lower my expectations, so I don't expect anything, from the organization or anything like that. But I know it's gonna feel special, regardless of what they do. But I want to lower my expectations, so I don't get kind of disappointed.
Miggy, they're going to do a video for you.
Well, I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I don't know.
Miggy, they did one for Max Scherzer. They did one for Max Scherzer in New York. He was there a freaking year and a half. Now stop this. They're going to do a nice video for you.
If they do a nice video and there's a warm welcome back and all that, that's gonna be a surprise. That I would like to receive that surprise, but I'm not gonna be expecting something bigger. I don't want to put it on my mind like something's gonna happen, because I don't wanna feel that way. I wanna go and enjoy my time. I wanna go back to Miami, say hi to a lot of people. They already came to LA and seeing some faces. It was pretty fun to take pictures with my old Clovis, with the people that I really created and built a relationship for a long time. The PR people, the social media people, TV guys and girls, boys and girls there. It was amazing. It was amazing to see all those faces in the middle of a year. I'm really happy here, but I always gonna have a piece of my heart in Miami for sure.
Well, I did a little piece with them when they were in Anaheim playing the Angels, and they all the people behind the scenes said, we love Miggy Ro and we miss him dearly. And, how much he meant to that organization. Give me maybe one relationship or one story behind the scenes. It doesn't even have to be with a player or coach or manager or somebody that we know, somebody in Miami that you were close with that you miss them a ton. I know I'm asking you to do something tough here because I want you to single somebody out, but just give us an idea of what a relationship is like over 8-9 years.
No, I will give you two of them, and I don't have to single one person from the clubhouse staff, but the clubhouse staff, all the guys in the clubhouse created a relationship with me that we went and played basketball in the off season. We went to cookouts. I call Anthony and I asked him for the colada, the Cuban coffee, to bring it to the ballpark for me, to go get me empanadas, and we had empanadas together by my locker. Those kind of relationships that people don't know and people don't realize that how important a Clovy and a guy who's kind of like with you throughout the whole year are so important. So Mike Diaz is the main guy there now. When his first kid born, I remember we put together a big pot and we got him a gift card for his kid. Those kind of relationships are the ones that I miss the most. And another guy that I have to single is the PR guy and translator in Miami. His name is Luis Dorante. He's the guy that I miss the most. I feel like I created a relationship with him that is beyond baseball. He's coming to my house at Christmas. He's living in Miami. I always trying to take care of him. He takes care of me, and I miss Luis. He knows my best and my worst side. Sometimes I tell him, "Fuck off, Luis. I'm not talking to media today. You handle with it. I can't do this shit anymore." Things like that. And he knows my best side as well when I'm like happy and enjoying the moments and dancing. We dance together. We drink together. We take flights together. So I miss Luis a lot. Plus all the clubhouse staff. I think I miss them a lot.
Good. That's good stuff, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, you did it. You pitched in a major league game.
Oh yeah, twice.
You
twice
did it
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The first one was against the Reds, right?
It was, yeah.
Yeah. When you finally got out there, were you nervous?
A little nerve-wracking, for sure. Yes. Even when you're losing the game and you got nothing to lose. You know, like you're trying to do your best just to get out of the inning quick. You know, get the outs and stuff. But it's different. You know, when you're in a position where you haven't been a long time and you always hit Joey Votto in the neck, that's never a good feeling. You know. But yeah, it was fun. It took me a little while to find my rhythm. You know, what did I want to do? I want to be off the stretch. I want to be out of the windup. But then for the second time, I was way too much comfortable, and I think I enjoy a little bit more, and I did a better job. You know, I got a 1, 2, 3 inning.
So the first time you were so close to getting through the inning, and then you hung on that 3-1 pitch to Votto. Did he say anything to you at second base?
No, he said it. He said something when I got him 2 strikes, and then I threw like not a hard fastball, but I threw like a harder pitch. But it was like on the top of the zone, and he took it. And I thought it was gonna be a strike, and I was gonna strike him out. And he like put his hands up, like the ball is up, like relax for the fans, because the fans they all start booing because they thought it was a strike.
Was it fun?
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. The first one, like I say, after I gave up a double, I think to lead off the inning, and then
Right.
I almost hit Joy. I say, okay, the fun is over. I mean, this is not fun anymore. Let me trying to get out of here. You know, let me trying to get out of here safe. And then I hit Encarnacion on this area. I'm happy that I just lobbed the ball and I hit him. I say, no, this is not fun anymore. I just want to get out of here. But I learned from it, and the next time that I pitch, I just have a better time.
So what is that flutter ball? Is that like a knuckle ball, or what is that?
No, it's not a knuckleball. I just trying to when I pitch right now, I'm trying to stay below the range of just a regular BP throw. Because if you throw at a velocity like a 50, 55, 60, you're gonna get destroyed. That's what we hit every single day. We hit BP every single day. And if you want to throw it harder, and if you throw 60 miles per hour, you're gonna get destroyed. So you gotta be like below that threshold, which is like 45, 40, 45. You wanna be there so you get them out front. So that's what I do. You know, like I pretend like I was gonna throw it harder, and I just lob it in there, and hopefully they swing. And then sometimes I change the velocity and I throw a little harder, but I try to be like a 70, at least a 70, 75. So it can kind of, disrupt the timing.
All right. So 2 other things about that. One, how was your arm the next day?
Normal, like nothing happened.
Okay.
I didn't really give any like effort. I just threw like 25 pitches, but I mean, it's like throwing 25 balls to first base. So
okay,
my arm was good.
Number 2, do you have a newfound respect for pitchers after having been out there?
It's really hard to put in that. I always respect pitchers for what they do, and because they have to throw every single ball at 100%. Even when you're starting. When you're starting, you don't want to just lob a ball in there for you to to get hit. I always have massive respect for pitchers and what they do, and I can really put it in the same perspective because I'm not trying to get hitters out.
Okay.
I respect them for what they do, but
I get it.
I haven't really pitched like I want to be a pitcher.
I get it. Last one. Brady, and this is my youngest son Brady that wants to know this. Have you had your fantasy football draft?
No, it's gonna happen in Miami this Monday, this next upcoming Monday. So I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna be the tres amigos: Jason Hayward, myself, and one of the Chloes here. We're gonna have our team. We're preparing. We're picking third. So hey, I'm hitting you guys up for some consultations.
Okay. What time's the draft? Brady will be on standby. We don't. What's definitely. What time's the draft?
The time is gonna be Eastern time, around 7 or 8 p.m. Because we're flying out that day on Monday. So as soon as we get there, I think it's gonna be at 9. So it's gonna be earlier here in LA. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be hitting you guys up for sure.
Okay, he'll be on standby. I think he was still a little upset about
Thank you.
Josh Allen. He thought you picked Josh Allen a little early last year, but
yeah, I know I did, and I mean it didn't work out. That's why I didn't make it to the play. Or I did make it to the playoff, but I lose. Yeah, I make the playoff, but I lose in the first round.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was a tough year. Looking forward to pick one guy from your hometown.
Oh, well, we'll see about that. We'll give you a nice list. We'll give you a nice list.
I like it.
All right, man. It's always good catching up with you. I always feel like life's a little bit better when I get some Miggy Ro out there. You know, you light up people's lives, man. You're a life changer. That's
Thank
who you are.
brother. Thank you. I'm happy that we got to sit down here before craziness, and looking forward to do this maybe closer to the playoff. It's gonna be fun,
no,
man.
we gotta bang one out before the playoffs, because that'll be the first time you'll really have a chance. Because 2014, I saw you got one at bat
and a couple chances defensively, and then in 2020
there were no
we didn't
fans.
really play with fans. So looking forward for this one.
Oh man, it's gonna be a blast. But first, you got a nice little a playoff primer this weekend. Is what I call it.
Yeah,
against the Braves.
I like it.
It'll be good.
I like it.
All right, brother. Best to your family. Good seeing you as always. Special shout out to our producer extraordinaire, the one and only Robbie Scirocco. For Miguel Rojas, that fireballer out of the Dodgers bullpen. I am Chris Rose. We will see you next time here on the Chris Rose Rotation, a production of John Boy Media.